Hello guys, welcome. This is Diamond Home. So today the topic before us is common mistakes that parents made in bringing up their children. Yeah. So this mistake sometimes, as a parent, you cannot but do it. Whereas some mistakes come as a result of ignorance.
Yeah.
So today's video is being brought for us to identify what are these mistakes, and then for us to take necessary caution in bringing up our children, so that we can achieve that leader, that great leader of tomorrow.
Yes.
So that we can achieve that beautiful home, that healthy home, that happy home that we all desire, that home that will lead to diamond, diamond home. Mommy, Abi?
Yeah, today, just from the topic, you already know what it's all about. Common mistake that parents make. Those things are trivial. Most times you don't see it to be anything. Parents don't see it to be any issue. They see that it's normal showing love. But most times it has gone a long way to separate children, to separate family, unknown to the parents.
Exactly.
So this is what we're here to just have a talk about it.
Yeah.
Believing that it will be a blessing to somebody.
Yes, surely it will. It will. Okay, so let's ride on as we begin to review them. So the first one on our list is not agreeing to one decision. Both parents not agreeing to one decision. So we are seeing it. Mommy, you agree that sometimes when as a mother and as a father, we don't get to agree on one decision, you agree that it spoil the child in a way.
It goes a long way to spoil the child, because the child do not believe that one particular parent, like maybe the father now, how the mother prefers him or her to the father. So it creates a kind of, perception,
in the mind of the child.
That okay, my dad don't like me, or they can think anything, and at the long run it goes a long way to affect the relationship of parents and children, or children to themselves. So and one of the things that happens most of the times to give children this perception or this mindset that okay, my father can do this for me, my mom cannot do it, my mom is always there, my dad is not there, is the fact that at times father sees certain things to okay, this thing is not good for you. Now, for instance, a child is to go for an excursion in school, and the dad looks at it and says, no, this is not the time, you can't go for an excursion now.
Especially if the father says that he is not sure of that particular excursion, and then he doesn't want danger for our child or for his child. Then he will make it know that, look, this excursion, hell no.
Then if the mother should go back and okay, since your daddy doesn't like it, there's a way out of it. I have money, let me help you, you go for this excursion. These things goes a long way to get the children spoiled, to spoil their mind, okay, towards their father or their mother, whoever is involved.
Yes.
But the intention of the mother or the father who is involved might not be to turn their child against their mother or father.
In fact, baby, oftentimes the intention of whoever that is trying to how do I put it now? Should I say dodge that decision? Whoever that is trying to dodge or massage that decision, oftentimes they are not seeing it
as a bad thing.
Yes, they are not seeing it as a bad thing. They feel the child will be happy. They feel the child, how will it be if our friends or his friends are going and she is not there or he is not there? So they do it for the child
to be happy.
Sometimes they even do it for their own friends. Like same parents going to whose children are in the same school. They'll call one another. They said they are doing this, so hope we are also come. It might be school, it might be church, it might be anywhere. In fact, it might be anything.
Anything.
All right. So they do it, but they are creating damage. They are creating perception. They are creating something else in the mind of the child.
Yeah.
You know, meaning that, okay, it's mommy that loves me, daddy does not
Don't
love me.
me, or is daddy that
Is
loves
or
me?
is daddy that loves me, mommy does not love me. All right. And then, you know, later in future we see this attitude playing out, because as this perception is taken, then the child form certain decision in their mind, and then they use it to work.
Yes, because they have this mind that mommy will always be there for me, daddy will always be there for me, and they will take it up. The essence of this is not just us now as parents, but it has the next generation, because they'll definitely leave your house and go to set their own home.
Yeah.
And they'll have this mind that whether my husband like it or not, I always have my way out. Meanwhile, the purpose of marriage to me or to us is not a one-man race.
No, it's not.
It's a two-persons thing.
Yeah.
So if you want to do it like, okay, my husband is not in support, provided I has the money, I fixed it. I don't think it's a good thing to do. Then it will give the children edge to misbehave.
Yeah.
Because they know, yes, mommy always takes side, mommy always supports me.
Yeah.
Mommy always have a way of bailing me, which is not too good for the upbringing of children, because they will not be able to learn or assimilate properly, which is not too healthy for them, their home, and even their friends. So it is better, if you must do, or you have seen good reason why the child should go for that particular thing, it would be nice if you should return back to your husband.
Yes, or whoever that is stopping it. So it could be wife that is,
the wife, it could be the husband. It should be a nice thing or a good thing to go back to him or her, and make him or her see reason why that child have to go for the excursion. Like, okay, try to like make him understand, and by the time he agree, he'll be the one to come out as the head of the house and the father who has stopped it initially, to say, okay, you can go now.
So just to add, communication, we have discussed it before, and even on this channel we'll be talking a whole lot. Virtually everything we'll be talking or discussing will also be touch basing on communication. Communication cannot be overemphasized.
Exactly.
Are you getting me? There is nothing stopping you, the woman or the man, whatever case it is, to meet the other person that is trying to stop that thing from happening. There's nothing stopping you to meet with him or her and say, dear, this thing I think is best for the child to go. There's nothing stopping you from discussing it. Go into your rooms and talk. That's why you have a room. If it's not conducive for discussion, take a walk. Take a stroll. I get in and discuss it and talk about it. Some women are just silent in their marriage. I don't get it. Which is not healthy. I don't get it.
Maybe because some are wounded before in the past, or the man you are with or the woman you are with doesn't listen. But there are ways to these things, because that's why a Christian home is not supposed to be a place of argument, because your husband is your head and he also has a head, which is God. So there are situations that comes to you, it becomes difficult. You go to God to convince him even before meeting with him that, okay, this is good or is not good. And as such, the man will listen and it will be fine. The home will be united. The children will be so loving. They'll love themselves. They'll love their father. They'll love their mother. Because there are some children that already have this mind that one day I will stand to my dad. Or I will stand to my mom. Reason because the two parents are not together in decision making, in helping the children to grow and become better for themselves. So this is actually, people see it to be nothing, but it goes a long way. To separate siblings, to separate parents from their children. If it's the mother will be noted as in, this one will not always support whatever I want. So I don't go to her if I want to get anything. I goes to my dad. Meanwhile, she might have good reason why she doesn't want to let that thing happen now. And your daddy too might have good reason why he wants you to do it. So it is not less for the two parents to come together to agree and come present it to the child, so that the child will know that marriage is not based on.
It's not a woman show.
It's not a woman show. It's not. It's not because you have the money you can go ahead and do what you think is okay.
Yeah.
So I think it's
Yeah, so baby, while you were talking just now, you said, I mentioned that I don't know why some women are just silent in their home. You said something, you said maybe she was wounded before.
yes.
You want to give me small idea as to, yeah.
Some people are the cause of their growing up.
Yeah.
Things happened and they decided to keep to themselves. So even when they are married, they already have this background in their mind that okay, this is how life is. So or maybe you have a parent that don't listens to you, or you were raised in an environment that no one listens to you, and in all along you'll be moving alone. Even when you are staying with people, you can, when anybody, you should just feel okay. Even if I say anything and nobody understand me, nobody will even care. As such, you move on in that manner. Most marriages are affected by, because what we pass through in life form us as human beings. Take it or leave it, good or bad, this form your your personality.
Of course.
So when you are married, you're supposed to loosen up, at least come out of your shell, so that, because now is your home, you are setting up your own home. So it's no longer you are staying with your dad, it's no longer you are staying with your mom. So for your home to be better, you need to
loosen up.
loosen up.
All right, thank you. So I needed to ask this so that someone out there will be blessed. You appreciate this discussion, because that's quite true. Some people have been wounded. It might be while they were growing up. It might be at the early stage of their marriage. So they feel their husband is not listening to them, or even if they talk, they feel it doesn't make sense. And so if the husband now talk, they want to go behind and backstab their husband, because what you are doing actually, you are backstabbing, you are stabbing your husband from behind.
Yes,
and if it's the husband that is doing it to the wife, maybe the wife tried to stop something and the husband now goes, hey, don't mind your mommy, God, she's that you want to do, don't worry, you do it. You are backstabbing your wife. And it's not healthy, it's not okay. The dangers are enormous. In future, there will be disintegration, there will be separation. All right, especially by the time the child now grows and you now see that those things that maybe it was daddy that was stopping it, or it was mommy that was stopping it, by the time he now realizes that those things are actually good, but the mother or whoever that was trying to now massage it, trying to go behind it, you now hate that person and not like this person.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, while he was growing up, he will hate this other person and like this other person. By the time his eyes or her eyes now,
Yes, able to see for him,
yes, then you now hate this other one. So you now see that this kind of thing is not usually good. And I'd like us all to watch out. If you have been doing that kind of a thing in the past, it's now time to stop it. Discuss and talk. Talk and discuss.
Exactly.
Do not be tired. Yeah, welcome. So our son Enyanjo has decided to come and join the show. Please, let's clap for him. Let's clap for him.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Can you say hello to our audience?
Say hi.
Say hello to our audience. Hello.
Hello.
So the next on our list is favoritism. So, Mommy, you want to share something about favoritism for us? Because I'm sure somebody out there is asking what exactly are these guys saying.
Yeah. Favoritism is a situation whereby the parents, either mother or father, favor one child over another. Obviously doing it. To you might be doing it, you might be, okay, she is the baby of the house, he is the baby of the house, but it might not be funny for the rest. Like, okay, whatever mommy has, you give to this, whatever daddy has, you give to Mr. A, and at the end of the day, instead of growing together in love, they get jealous of each other. And when you even think you have done well, you are training your children, they are together, they love themselves, they'll go up having the mind of, do I call it hatred now? For the very one that is being favored, because that is what happened to Joseph. But when we say out there that, oh, that could be destiny, that took Joseph to his place of destiny. But what if he had lost his life in the process? Because he passed through a lot, even he was accused by the Potiphar's wife, a lot of things. So that is why, as a father, as a mother, try as much as you can to make sure that you balance the equation between your children, and as each time you do things, try to explain to them why you do it.
Yeah.
So that they will not grow up having this notion that, okay, me, I'm like a second class in my own family, because my mom, my dad will always give my sister attention, and me, no.
Yeah.
And they can give me an excuse for anything, but once my sister and my brother say it,
They just approve
they
it.
just approve it. This is great. It builds hatred among siblings.
Among siblings.
Because I know there are children at times that for one reason or the other, they are like our heartbeat. Yes, because of it could be their character, it could be their sensitivity, it could be something, it could be anything. So that will bring your heart closer to them. But try as much as you can to be do I say neutral now? To be firm, so that your children will not be able to notice who you like or who you love more. That they will grow up together in love, and then you love God, and home will be better.
So this kind of favoritism, just like as my wife mentioned, sometimes you don't notice it on time. You feel, in fact, you don't even know that his siblings are watching.
Yeah.
Usually you don't know. Like in my family, where I grew from, my mother is this type that supports the junior, for the senior. Oftentimes, if issue sparks up, and she needs to step in, she kind of favor the junior, instead of the senior. So as we all grew in the family currently, seniors are not seen as someone that can hold authority. Seniors are not seen as someone that, can lead. So each of the juniors sees seniors as perhaps their mates, or perhaps that they are older than such, or that the senior does not have sense, if you get what I'm trying to say. That's what danger of favoritism, that's what it does. And we can see it happen in the Bible, just as my wife mentioned. Even when Jacob and Esau, the twins, the first set of twins in the Bible, even when they were being raised, we could see the father liking Esau, and we could see the mother liking Jacob. And we could see what transpired, we could see what happened. Even when they still later came together and they were united, we could still see that the love, the unity was not there. It was lost. There's nothing you can do to it. All right. However, a home where, you are fair and you are balanced.
Yes.
Fair and balanced. You see these children growing up, they will love one another. You will see unity in the home. In fact, each of the children, they'll be more concerned on what happens in the home.
Yeah.
And then they'll be obedient. And then there'll be respect and regard to senior. There'll be respect, there'll be regard to senior. Senior will love each of the juniors. And then there will be this closeness. All right? And that's what diamond home should be.
Yeah.
So, favoritism does not pay in any way. There's no way you want to see it. There's no way you want to read it. Be fair with everyone and be balanced. In fact, if possible, give each children equal opportunity.
Yes.
Each children equal opportunity. I've seen some children who says that because son A went to a particular school, that's why he's more successful. And that's because daddy and mommy love that person more. We have seen children saying so. So by the time they got married, and instead of them to be more matured and love should increase the more, then there will not be disintegration. There will be separation. There will be hatred. There will be a fight, quarrel, argument, disagreement, every now and then. And one will not be wondering what exactly is going on here. That's because bad foundation was laid while they were growing. Favoritism. Do away with it. Instead of that, be fair and be balanced. Again, I repeat, be fair and be balanced.
And at times you hold children explanation why you do what you did.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yes. So that let them know that you have your reason for doing it, not just doing it thinking that they are children, they don't know what you are doing. It go a long way to affect them and even the way they will place you as parents. And I believe it is the home will be a place to be if all these things can be put in place, because most parents don't get to know until they are maybe gone and they are
No, they are older. Some at their very old age, and then now bring some sort of depression.
Yes.
That where did they miss it from? What's going on? Perhaps you are a granny, or you are more advanced in age, and you are very advanced in the age of your marriage too, and you are realizing this. All right. Yes, it comes as depression. It comes as disappointment. And you're like, what happened? Some people will now begin to blame Satan. They begin to blame devil. This is self-inflicted injury.
Yes.
This is what you were doing while growing. And the resultant effect is by the time these children are also man on their own, they are woman of their own, they are married, and they are now beginning to see things. You know, once a child marries, he sees things differently.
Yes.
Be it a man, be it a woman. They become more matured, especially those that has to be matured. They become more matured. But those that will have to be full, they will still remain full. Yes. All right. I'm sorry if I'm if I'm saying something to someone. All right. I do not intend to abuse, but I'm just trying to nail it at the right point. All right. So the third common mistake we have found that parents make is for those who, I can understand that we all have different belief systems. But out of many belief systems we have, there's one that is greater.
Yeah.
And the one that is greater is the belief that God exists and that God is our Father and that God has sent His Son here on earth to teach us how to live, and He died for us on the cross of Calvary so that we become better.
Yes.
Our God, in His infinite mercy, all right, decided that Jesus Christ comes and He died for our sin. And so, for those of us who believe that Jesus Christ is our personal Lord and Savior, and we believe God, then we should study His words. We have come to realize that a home that do not study God's words, they lack so many things, that we cannot begin to list them. But part of those things they lack is understanding. Yes, we go to school, you are being taught a couple of things, but then the understanding you get studying God's words is unique, and it makes things better. So when you study the word of God together as a family, you as a father, you as a mother, and you bring your children together and you start studying the Bible, you can decide to treat it book by book. Take a particular book today, discuss the chapters. Take another book, discuss the chapters. Or you can be like some family that you want to start from Genesis. I actually encourage people starting from Genesis. That's because many other books, the foundation of the whole Bible is Genesis. Yes. All right. So you have good idea when you study Genesis, and as you are studying, you'll be seeing traits of good homes. You'll be seeing traits of good father. You'll be seeing traits of good mother. You'll be seeing traits of good children. You'll be seeing traits of how a home should look like, how a home should be. All right? And you'll be seeing so many ideas will be coming to you. All right? You'll be seeing so many and so many and so many. What I'm discussing with you is what we do in our home here. Yeah. It's what we do. At least we do it at least every weekend or every day, depending on time. And then sometimes we discuss, depending on events. For example, this Christmas period, we're able to review the birth of Jesus Christ. Yes. And everything. And we got to the point where Angel Gabriel visited Mary, and the kind words an angel told a human being, Mary, that she is beautiful with God's beauty. She is beautiful on the inside and on the outside. A girl, out of how many girls at that time, that particular girl was singled out. This is an example that you want to teach. This is an example that you want to teach your girl child. This is an example you want to teach your boy.
Child.
This is an example you want to teach, staff, those people that are working under you, your colleagues, being beautiful on the inside, being beautiful with God's beauty, all right, and so many other, good knowledge that we're going to gain from the Bible. So we hope we have already blessed, already refreshed, all right. For those of us that were about to get married, it's something we can implement. And for those of us that are pretty new in our marriages, it's something we can also implement. All right. And those that are even old and they feel, they wish they have started this. It's never too late. All right. You can still start. However, if you really want to share, maybe you need to ask question, something just bothered you and you want to ask, we'll appreciate to know in the comment section. All right. So we hope you find this interesting, and then you implement, and then you have that healthy home, that successful marriage, that happy home, happy marriage that we are clamoring for, that diamond home that we should have, and then God will surely continue to help all of us. All right. So until next time, we say
love yourself.
Love yourself.
Love your spouse.
Love your spouse.
Love your children.
Love your children.
Most of it all, fear God.
Fear God. Love God.
And don't forget,
subscribe,
like, share.
Yeah.
And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you'll be the first to
be notified each time we upload our videos.
For now,
remain blessed, and then
bye.